Hello everybody, and welcome back to Shadowrun Returns. The last time we played was a couple of days ago. Yeah, I had things. Yeah, I was a little busy. Didn't have time for streams. How have we been, Millie Mixie? Not your fault, Squirrel. My fault. Right, we need to talk to some people. Eating your breakfast late? What's for breakfast? Johnny Clean is talking with Cherry Bomb and Mrs. Kubota when you woke up. We were just talking about you, Riva. And the Emerald City Ripper. Ironic that you tracked a serial killer to a mental hospital. Johnny Clean told us where you were going to, all night. We've been waiting for you to return. I thought you knew better than that, Johnny. Johnny frowns and nods. You're right. Should have kept my mouth shut. You should know better. That's just we have a personal stake in the Ripper murders. Just cereal? Nice. Can't go wrong with cereal. Unless it's the wrong cereal. We each have our reasons for wanting the killer found. Sam was a regular here, and his loss has been felt, regardless of his shortcomings. The whole sprawl has been shaken by these killings as well, the randomness of them. No one knows if they will be next or what the killer might take from them. I admit that the killings have hampered business as well. I am sorry, but it is true. It does not help that Sam's body was found down the street from here. Even my regular customers have been loath to venture out with a killer on the loose. Now tell us, Omar, did you find the person responsible for the Ripper murders? Not exactly. I got the bastard who wielded the scalpel, but whoever's pulling the strings is still out there. Someone's pulling the strings of a serial killer? This sounds more complicated than I suspected. It is. The head of the asylum was killing specific people to harvest specific body parts. All of the transplanted organs came from the same donor, Melinda Watts, Sam's mother. It looked like he was putting her back together. The three are silent as the news sinks in. So Sam had an organ transplanted from his mother, and then Ripper killed Sam and all those other people just to reassemble Sam's mother? Looks like it. I sense a cause and effect in this. Coyote and Jake Garmitage just left here to attend Sam's funeral. I am told there will be a reinterment ceremony for his mother as well. His sister invited me to the funeral and the reinterment when I met her here. Think his sister Jessica had something to do with it? No. I saw Sam's sister when she was here the other day. She was as corp as they come. I can't imagine a lady like that behind a series of murders. There's got to be something else going on. It is clear that you must go to the funeral and talk with Jessica Watts, Riva. And I need to pay my respects to Sam. Of course. Mrs. Kubota raises her hand and the conversation stops. Wait, before you go, there is one thing you did not tell us, Riva. Where is the Emerald City Ripper now? Decomposing. She nods in satisfaction. Hey, that is good. Was there something else, or am I? I found this data list in a data store at Mercy Central. Oh my, this is unspeakable. Murder was not enough for this person? Selling patients as Bunraku's slaves? Thank you for bringing this to me. I know you are still hot on the trail of your friend Sam's killer. I will contact some runners to liberate these poor souls from the buyers in this list. You have done much good here today. The hand of the Ripper was more of a monster than anyone could have known. Let me know if I can do anything else. I will. Goodbye for now. And we don't need to talk to Van Grass. Let's go let's have a look at what's for sale. Let's have a look at what you've done. I need to upgrade my ranged combat ability before I can use the FNR. Cool. Mossberg. And Eric. Let's find this up. Yeah, pretty cool. Alright, now we can go to the funeral. The sun has nearly set when you reach Our Lady of the Blessed Sacrament. Its cemetery, dilapidated and overgrown, sits atop a small hill on the outskirts of the city, a somber enclave of the dead overlooking the sprawl of the living. The Seattle rain continues unabated and lightning appears over the mountains, exposing the landscape in staccato pulses of stark flashes. You walk the gravel path onto the gate to the gates of the cemetery. Up ahead, you see Coyote and Jake standing by the gravesite alongside Jessica Watts and another mourner, a beautiful elven woman in a six-figure outfit. Whatever Dr. Holmes was up to at Mercy Mental Hospital, the answers lie here with the reinterred body of Melinda Watts, the recently deceased body of Sam Watts, and with those attending them at this ceremony. Do need to upgrade my 2 other spells I've got there. Let's take slow and grab silence. The mourners stand at the gravesite, listening to the Catholic priest's words of prayer and solace. Jessica's face is filled with relief as the last of her family is laid to rest. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Lord, receive the souls of Sam and Melinda Watts, mother and son, to live forever by your side. Amen. Thank you, Father. I know that my mother rests easier now that she's finally in the parish cemetery. I'm sorry for the recent loss of your brother, but I'm glad that reinterring your mother's body here has brought you comfort. She loved this parish so. She opens her hands to the elf standing across from her. Thank you for coming, Lynn. Your support has meant the world to me. Now I can live again with my new family. The woman is a classic elfin beauty, confident, poised, expensively dressed. Of course, I am glad this ancient ritual brings you some measure of solace. I hope you'll be able to put all of this behind you now. Jessica speaks to the rest of you. Thank you all for coming. I didn't realize Sam had so many friends. We appreciate your support and your friendship with Sam. I saw him out the night he died. Only fitting managed to see him out today. Sam may have had his problems, but he was our friend, part of the Union family. May he rest in peace. Miss Watts, family members and friends, thank you for attending this service. I suggest we don't linger long. The cemetery isn't safe after dark. Thank you, Father. We'll just be a moment. Actually, if you could stay, I have a few things I'd like to discuss. She eyes you suspiciously and glances over at her elven companion. I suppose, but let's not keep Father O'Malley. I understand. Good night and God bless. The priest clasps his Bible to his chest and moves at a brisk pace towards the neighboring church. Father O'Malley leaves, granting you an opportunity to speak with Jessica, but it's hardly a private conversation as the elf Lynn has chosen to stay and support her friend. As it so happens, Jake and Coyote have also lingered, lending you support too. Alright, what would you like to talk about, Reva? Let's start with your mother. Did you know she was an organ donor? Jessica Dean turns oddly cool and stony in response to such a simple question. I'm afraid you're mistaken. Then how can you explain her body? Can you explain how her body parts made their way into half a dozen recipients? You don't know what you're talking about. I know Sam helped your mother save lives through that donation. Her jaw clenches. She wasn't a donor. She was a victim of my brother's greed. He took from her, desecrating her body all to benefit himself. She never would have agreed to such a thing. Do you think she would have approved of Holmes killing people to retrieve her organs? You watch her eyes harden at the mention of Dr. Holmes. I have no idea what you mean. The Emerald City Ripper, Henry Holmes, the man who killed Sam. Never heard of him. Despite her words, her eyes say something altogether different. Did you know Sam was on the list when you set Holmes loose? Did you know about the liver? Doesn't it surprise me that Sam would have taken something for himself? That liver saved your brother's life. Your mother saved his life. Emotions race across the woman's face until it settles on a snarl of hatred. No, you've got it all turned around. He used her. He sold her for parts. And so he had to die? Yes, they all did. She snaps. Those people were scavengers, ghouls. They deserved to die for desecrating my mother's body. And poor Sam, it was his drinking and debauchery that drove my mother to the grave. As sure as if he had murdered her himself. My mother deserved honor and dignity. I gave her that today. She's finally whole again with proper Catholic burial. Those ghouls who stole her organs, including Sam, have paid the price for their sins. The beautiful elf breaks in, the essence of calm. Jessica, that's enough. We have business to attend to. My old family is dead and buried where they should be. They can't taint my new family now. They can't corrupt my children. I won't go through that again. Jessica, we need to go. Now. She presses a button on her comlink. She seethes at you. What happens now is on your head. If you had just walked away when I told you to, McCluskey would have eventually found Holmes, collected his lieutenant's badge and closed the case. But you had to keep digging. And now you and your friends have to die. Let their blood be on your hands. where Sam's sister might have gone. Maybe one of these hosts can tell us, with a little encouragement. Yeah, stretching coming from... Get over there. Looks like we woke up the neighbors. We've got ghouls incoming. Reaver, maybe we can use this to our advantage. Yeah, we'll go through that again. You listen as the sounds of gunfire and spell bursts fade away, and the silence of the dead returns to the cemetery. The man is beyond healing, and as you look down at him, you notice the quality of his suit and shoes. This isn't a runner, and he's not from the street. Jessica Watts. She hired you. Where can I find her? You get nothing. He convulses and dies. We don't know each other too well, but it seems to me that you need to find a better group of people to associate with. You're not the first person to tell me that. Well, yeah, it's part of living in the shadows. Do the research, chum. How did those troops materialize? You didn't recognize who the elf was? She looks familiar. Have I seen her somewhere? Yep, she's a major spokesperson for the Universal Brotherhood. Her name is Lynn Telestrian. She's super rich. Jake grabs the dead man by the throat. First it looks like he's trying to kill him again, but then you notice he's feeling for something under the skin. Yep, he's got a corp ID chip. He watches Jake pulls out his modified PDA and slots the chip. Mr. Wiley here was with Eagle Security. They work for the UB. That must have been Lynn Telestrian's security detail we just chewed through. If she's protecting Jessica, they'll be inside the Universal Brotherhood. If you're going to hit the Universal Brotherhood, I'm coming too. That psycho just admitted she had my friend Sam and a lot of innocent people killed so she could put her dead mother back together. That is totally slagged up. Plus, she and her elf buddy Lynn just tried to geek me. They're gonna hurt for that. Suit yourself, lady. I was only stopping by to pay my respects to Sam. Map squads, the Universal Brotherhood, not my scene at the moment. I can call up some of Delilah's runners if you want to go there now. Let me know what you decide. We're gonna go hire a new team. You put the pieces together. Jessica Watts was reassembling her mother Melinda, gathering her missing organs to allow Melinda a decent burial. Organs Sam sold for a quick buck after her death. The ghoul attack after the ceremony didn't appear to be part of Lynn Telestrian's attempt to get you out of Jessica's way. They were just more victims of Magic's helter-skelter return to the world. Lynn's well-armed security unit was a different animal entirely. You head back to the Union to resupply and rearm. Whatever Lynn and Jessica are involved with, it appears to be a large operation, and the trail leads to the Universal Brotherhood. When Cherry Bomb sees you, her eyes light up. Hey Reva, what's going on? Wanna know what happened? Yeah, I'm dying to know. What happened at the funeral? Was Jessica behind the whole thing? Yep, she wanted to give her mother a decent burial with all her body parts in the right places. I never would have figured. He just seems so, I don't know, Bellevue I guess? Wouldn't want to get her hands dirty. She didn't. She hired someone to do it for her. Right, the guy from the asylum. So, where's Jessica now? She whispers. Is she with the guy from the asylum? She's at the Universal Brotherhood. Heard anything about it? Yeah, my friend Shane joined up with those kooks. He was bugging me for a long time to get involved too. And stop working here. He was coming in every day lately, but today he didn't show up. I just feel bad for telling him off yesterday. Listen, if you ever head over there, can you check on him for me? Sure thing, Cherry. Thank you. I'll buy you a drink when you get back. Upgrade my reach to that. And I'll upgrade Yeah, so entire team. Get the payday. Get forward. Need to set some stuff. Let's sell the jazz. And I'll sell silence. It takes nearly an hour for the taxi to make its way from the squalor of the Redmond Barrens across the bridge to the Seattle waterfront and the Universal Brotherhood. The building is a pre-crushed brick job with a fancy new facade that sports neon highlights and an enormous set of glass double doors. Through the windows, you can see activity within. Smiling, happy disciples shuffling along in beige pajamas and slippers. A greeter stands outside the front door, gently attempting to entice the misbegotten and the curious to enter and take their first baby steps toward brotherhood. Pike Place Market is usually empty by now, but you step out of the cab to the sounds of an excited crowd. I don't have any spells. May I help you? You work for the Rockstar? Yes, ma'am. I work for Maria Mercurial. Something I can do for you? I'd like to meet her. Lots of people want to meet Maria Mercurial. Do lots of people have this much near you? Ma'am, my job is to protect the Silver Lady. Do you think I'd be worth anything if I could be bribed that easily? Can I get into the concert? No, it's not up to me. The concert was only announced an hour ago, but tickets are already sold out. Sorry, nothing I can do. Know anything about the Universal Brotherhood? Just what I see on the Tri-D. I'm going to look around. Suit yourself, chummer. They might not have been the best looking, but they were comfortable. The fan is apparently excited to be in the same city as the Rockstar. Hey, how you doing? You here for the Maria Mercurial concert? Yeah, can you get me in? I wish I could get in. We just announced this thing an hour ago, all spontaneous like. Of course, by the time I got here, all the tickets were already gone. I'm gonna try and find a better spot to hear. Wouldn't be a rock concert without a drug dealer. Although no police are nearby, he plays the part as if his performance was part of the experience. So, yay. Yo, you like nerps? Maybe something stronger? Nerps? I've been living under a rock all my... Nerf's just a wonder drug. It'll cure whatever ails you. You've got nerps? No, I'm out of nerps. But I've got something else you might like. When does the show start? It's gonna be hours. We just started setting up and the crowd is already forming. This is our town, so it's no surprise. Show me what you got. Kamikaze, Nitro, and Jazz. All... I don't really use drugs. Welcome, sister. Are you ready to build a better tomorrow? I sure am. That's great news. Come in and find the power of belonging. Sounds good. Then go right in, sister. Someone from the counseling center would love to talk with you. You hear the sounds of soft music playing within, and many soft slippers gliding across a smooth floor. Oh, sister, I forgot. I forgot to mention that everyone must enter the Universal Brotherhood alone. I have a few questions first. Of course. Do you know Jessica Watts? Of course. Grandmother Jessica is the leader of this chapter of the Universal Brotherhood. Tell me about Lynn Telestrian. Happily, Mother Lynn is our chapter's most dynamic spokesperson. She is truly an inspiration to us all. Who can join? Why, anyone, of course. It wouldn't be very universal if we left anyone out, would it? Elves are especially welcome, sister. What is the Universal Brotherhood? The Universal Brotherhood is a community that welcomes all forms of meta-humanity with the mission of making the world a better place by helping individuals to become so much more than they currently are. So it's a religion? Yes, sister. We don't try to hide that. After all, what is religion but an organized collection of beliefs that relate meta-humanity to our spirituality? We believe that the Brotherhood is the highest form of religion because it brings us closer to the truth. And what is the truth? That is what you'll find out inside. Come in and find the power of belonging. I am ready to go in now. Coyote whispers in your ear. We'll wait outside for you, Reaver. I'll take the team and circle around the building, looking for another way in. We'll trip you on your comm link if we find one. In contrast to the noise and energy of the crowd outside, the lobby of the Universal Brotherhood is sedate, tranquil, acquiescent. The low music piped through the room is something from a day spa mixed with a planetarium sky show, allowing listeners to achieve maximum relaxation while reaching for the stars. Brothers and sisters from every race and every branch of meta-humanity mill about with blissful smiles and shining eyes, greeting each other with head nods, palm touches, and murmured blessings. The woman at the front desk offers you a welcoming smile as you enter, her hand automatically moving to her stack of religious literature. Hey, welcome to the Universal Brotherhood. I will be with you in just a second. She turns to the other woman at the desk. Sister Monica, you have to be more careful with your ID. She reaches down to a box on the floor. Here is a blank keycard. Take it and your ruined card to Brother Christopher and he will let you into the office to program a new one. Thank you, Sister Sally. Sister Sally smiles. Of course. Truth makes us one. The young lady turns back to you and smiles. I'm sorry about that. How can I help you today? Is Jessica Watts here? I'm sorry, I don't know. I only see Grandmother Jessica at special ceremonies, and even then only at a distance. You might ask Mother Lynn Telestrian, if you can catch her in the auditorium. Why is Jessica what's called Grandmother Jessica? At the Universal Brotherhood, we learned that the world is all one family. When you choose a path of belonging, you become one of our brothers or sisters. We are led by our fathers and mothers, who are in turn led by Grandmother Jessica, the Seattle family's matriarch. Can I have a blank keycard? She looks at you perplexed. I don't know why you would need one. They are only used to replace the cards of brothers and sisters who have damaged theirs. Did you know there is a Maria Mercurial concert going on right outside? Her eyes light up. I know. Isn't it exciting? I'm such a big fan of hers. First time I heard "Who Weeps for the Children," I melted inside. Don't tell anyone, but she's signing autographs outside right now. She chews on her lip, torn, then makes a decision. I know the elders will frown on this, but I've just got to get her autograph. I mean, it's Maria Mercurial. Next to the desk is a cardboard box filled with blank Universal Brotherhood ID cards. If you could get one and damage it, maybe you could use it to get into the office and program a new card. Looks like the maintenance staff has left their equipment out. There's a hammer, a number of screwdrivers, and a seemingly random collection of screws, bolts, and nuts. Look at the cleaning solvents. There's a can labeled kerosene and a can labeled paint solvent. The plastic ID card melts in the solvent enough to be recognizable as a UB card, but hide that it did not have anything printed on it. I rejoice to be with you. How may I help you? I need a replacement for my keycard. Do you have your old keycard? Here you go. Wow, what happened to this? It melted in the clothes dryer. You would be surprised how many times I've heard that one. Why are you out of uniform? I was mugged while recruiting in the Barrens. I'm really sorry to hear that. I'll let you into the office and you can use the terminal to log in and make yourself a new card. I will need a blank card. Your Comlink chirps and Coyote appears on the screen. How's it going? Good. I found a way into the off-limits area of the Brotherhood. Jessica's somewhere in here. You find another way into this place? Yep. Well, we went down an alley and found a side door near the back. I'll send the coordinates so you can find it. Okay, when I find it, I'll let you in. Take your time to look around and open the door when you're ready. We're chilled here. Cardboard box is labeled blank. UV blank keycards. The display reads, enter blank keycard to activate the machine. Place blank keycard into the printer. Please enter the following information when requested. Name, housing location, brother, blah blah blah. Monica Shachnov. And 2 letters which escaped the shredder. First letter, dear Charles. Monica Shachnov. Brian. There'll be more information somewhere. Take the kerosene. Put the can of kerosene on the stove. Open the front. Let's upgrade our decking. Scanning. Please stand by. Lockdown active. No inner sanctum security guard detected. Intruder alert. There's the counseling center. Welcome to the Universal Brotherhood's Counseling Center. What's your name? I'm Reva. And you? I'm Sister Nancy. Tell me something about yourself so that I can pair you with the right counselor. Counselor. I could relate to someone who's been in the trenches of corporate security. I know the perfect sister to speak with you. She has a similar background and talks security. You two would get along fabulously, but she isn't in today, and the rest of my counselors are currently booked. Would you come back tomorrow? I have a blank key card. Now we walk away. Need a replacement for my key card. Melted in the clothes dryer. Blah, 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 blah. Place blank key card, select data entry, Monica, let's go B, let's go, I don't know, Dallin. Keycard printing. Keycard complete. Warning, this keycard provides access to a high security area. Approved uniforms are required in all high security areas. The desk. Staff areas. Blah blah blah. Walk away. uniform that doesn't fit. Streamers and greeting cards decorate the lower bunk. Look at the cards. 2 greeting cards taped to the bunk. One is a giant homemade card. The other is professionally printed and features the logo of the Universal Brotherhood. Open the homemade card. Julie, we are all so proud of you for advancing to the inner sanctum. Remember us slowly, brothers and sisters, and come visit us often. Love, Monica, and your fellow dorm mates. Dear sister Julie, it is my pleasure to invite you to join us in the inner sanctum as a mother of the Universal Brotherhood. I have left your upgraded keycard in your locker. Search the bunk. Take the uniform. Done. Read the routing slip. Ding. Is downstairs. And I'm looking at the bunk. Let's bust open the locker. The locker makes a lot of noise when you bust it open. Inside you find an inner sanctum key card. Liquefied cane sugar. Take the lard. Leave the chloroform. Hydrate. articles. Okay. Spread light on the ground, push it out the way. Back the door. Wait. I have that key card. Yeah, brothers and sisters who have been working undercover. Father Willie. Are you really going to delay their report to Grandmother Jessica by making me get Father Willie? He considers. Okay. Well, until you deliver them to Grandmother Jessica, you're responsible for them. But don't let them go wandering. Let's go. Past the door is a short passage leading to a freight elevator. You hit the down button and the elevator rumbles its descent. Past where a basement would be, past where a parking garage would be. The doors open to a very different environment from the one you left. Gone is the airy, soothing atmosphere of the Brotherhood's public face. The corridor leading from the elevator is utilitarian and sterile, the spa music replaced by echoing nothingness. Somewhere ahead, far below the Universal Brotherhood, is Sam's twin sister. Somewhere ahead, beneath a veneer of unity and belonging, is Sam's killer. The same woman, Jessica Watts. According to the corpse's ID badge, you found Sheen. And this to the stash. Hi Mum and Dad, I hope you guys are doing great and you aren't having any more problems with the neighbor's dog. Sorry it's been so long since I wrote, but once you reach my level, you need to reduce your exposure to the corrupting influences of our world. And that means all Matrix and Comlink access. I don't know when this will get to you. They say we will no longer need our data pads anymore when we get to the next level. I thought I would jot it down here and ask one of the higher level brothers or sisters to pass this along. Be sure to send them a thank you note when you get this. I don't know when I can visit you next. My time here is important. Not just to me, but for the coming age of peace and prosperity the Brotherhood will bring for us all. Jenny. Sorry, that's as far as you go. Don't worry. All the Brotherhood's mysteries will be revealed in time. Now please step away. I don't know how fast you are with that weapon, but my bet is not fast enough. Just let us by. He reaches for his weapon. there. The young elf woman is clearly shaken from being locked up and seeing her jailer killed in front of her eyes. These people are insane. Been a prisoner all night, and I heard noises. She shudders. What kind of noises? First it was chanting. Priests and acolytes have been going down that hole since they locked me up. But then it changed to screaming, and something else. Something foul. What? We've got to get out of here. What did they want with you? I don't know. I was mad at my father and my aunt brought me here. She said the Brotherhood was just what I needed, that I could find a new family here like she did, that I could be part of something bigger than myself. Then it got weird. You'd expect people like this to be nice to you, you know? That's what they're all about. This was different. They all started bowing to me. And that's when the chanting started, and that's when I got really scared. Okay, time to go. Marie-Louise, what do you think you are doing? What does it look like? No, you're needed here. There's a hungry glint in Jessica's eyes. I'll bet. I won't be your sacrificial lamb, Jessica. My darling girl, you misunderstand. What we offer is eternal life. A chance to be part of a new... Jessica suddenly notices you and her words fail in her throat. You're alive? You aim to put a woman in the ground, best you see the job through. She composes herself. Sound advice. But I'm glad you're here. Truly I am. You've helped me more than you can know. Further opened my already wide eyes. I thought I understood my feelings towards Sam. I thought I knew why I needed to put him and my old life behind me, but Sam represented so much more. This world is sick, you see. Humanity is sick. And perhaps better than everyone, Sam embodied that sickness. He cared for nothing for others. He barely cared for himself. Self-destruction. It was Sam's path, and it is humanity's path if we don't make a change. If we don't embrace a new way of thinking. We must put each other first. And this is the basis of my new family. Are you sure you're not just putting yourself first? The last selfish act I committed was to bury my mother. And even that was done in service of cleansing myself so that I can serve my new family without distraction. There is a new world coming, Reva, and it's beautiful. Ordered, safe, unambiguous. A world where everyone knows their place. Imagine it, a world without chaos, without selfishness, without selfishness or any other human failings. No one to betray you or hurt you or... Listen to yourself. You don't even sound human anymore. Soon, I won't be. I will transcend, becoming a part of something bigger than myself. She smiles a wicked smile. But first, I think it's time you met my new family. They're eager to make your acquaintance. The creature makes a mangled sound of chittering and human agony. Holy crap. Don't be afraid, darling girl. No one will hurt you. You are our queen. She locked us in, but I can get us out of here. Last night they were holding me in the next room, one with the computers. I jacked into one and was hacking this security system when I tripped the alarm and got caught. They threw me in that cell and disabled the jack points, but I can fix them. We'll help you fix the jack points. Look, when I went to the best school in the country for matrix engineering, I know what I'm doing. They locked the notes down when they caught me, but I slipped in some code before they did, so it has to be me that jacks in. Just hold them off and let me fix it. What about intrusion countermeasures? Alright, I see as a hobby, okay? Just trust me, and keep that thing away from me. Now entertain me. I'm glad you weren't killed at the cemetery, Reva. It will be much more fun to watch you die. Oops. Ah, fuck. Get over there. Get over there. There. Now you see them in their truest form. Now you see they cannot die. I don't know what this is, but it's not right. This is the future of man. This is how our species will achieve everlasting life. You blind woman, these things are giant bugs. Open your mind, Reaver. They are so much more than you think. My mind was open to her when she called from beyond the veil. She has rewarded my service and my faith with great power. This could be yours as well, Marie Louise. You were to be host for our queen, but no matter, there is another. Marie-Louise, I found you. Hakim, is that you? Call me some Eddie, please. We're in an unsecured node. Hang on. I'm running a decoy operation with a mirror's utility to mask you so the rest of the Brotherhood's grid doesn't swarm you with ice. How did you find me? You leave a very distinctive trail, Emil. We need to work on that. Now what the hell is going on here? There's no time. The next level the universe Soul Brotherhood is always talking about. I think they transform into bugs. I had heard some rumors on Shadowland, but this is worse than I thought. I warned you about these people. You've got to get out of there. Way ahead of you. This node controls the doors. We're free. Now we just need to get out of here. I'll see you soon, I hope. Tell the leader of the runner team with you to contact Baron Samedi in the Matrix as soon as they can gain access. Tell them I will be looking for them. Oh, slow down. Who are you exactly? His natural time switches immediately to his Baron Samedi persona. Ah, the Loka in the Matrix speaks. But you would do better to ask who she is. Alas, there is no time. This place is dangerous. You and Marie-Louise must get safely away. Then we will talk. Yeah. Marie Louise is putting on a tough face, but you can see she's spooked. Thanks for the rescue. I'm getting the hell out of here. Yeah, getting out of here sounds like a good idea. She's glassy-eyed. Maybe in shock. Good. Thanks again. Don't worry about me. I'll see you around. The image that suddenly lights up your comlink is clearly non-standard transmission. Whoever it is, they're using the Matrix to type beam their avatar's face instead of their own. You can tell that the voice has been modulated to disguise it. Bonsoir, mon ami. You must be careful with these devices. They can be hacked if you are not careful. We meet again, and you are... Forgive me, I am the Baron Samedi. Perhaps you have heard of Samedi. He is a decker of unique gifts. Some have gone so far as to call him a technomancer. We two have a common knowledge now, and we share a common purpose. I'm listening. The girl, she is important to Samedi. He is grateful for your timely assistance to her and finds himself in a position to return the favor. And Samedi knows the one you are after, he knows, and he can help you get to her. This comlink. It is not a secure connection, is it? No, we need to meet face to face, so to speak, in cyberspace. What's your stake in this business? The one you are after poses a grave threat to many, but that is for later. We must hurry now. Suddenly, the Baron's flowery speech is gone, and he is all business. Get to a secure jack point. Enter Shadowlands. I will meet you there. Bon voyage. The Baron grins, and his image flickers away. Getting justice for Sam is going to take more effort than had originally appeared. You didn't anticipate his killer being protected by a cult filled with giant unkillable bugs. But she is, and if you're going to get to her, you're going to need to find a way around, or through, those bugs. After a taste of the belonging that the Universal Brotherhood offered, the sordid surroundings of the Seamstresses Union feel more like home than ever. I've got so many karma. Let's go street. Let's rifle. Cherry Bomb is swamped with customers, but when she catches a glimpse of you, she gets up on her tiptoes to talk to you over their heads. Hey there, Eva. What's going on? Hey, Cherry, listen. We need to talk about Shane. Shane? What about Shane? It's not good, Cherry. She looks you in the eye. Just tell it to me straight, Reva. I'm a Baron's girl. Shane's dead. I can't tell you anything else right now. It's too dangerous. I thought you should know. Thank God, Shane. She looks at her customers, then down at the bar top for a long moment before finally composing herself. Thanks for letting me know. Maybe we'll talk later. She continues processing the information. Then she remembers something. Oh hey, Johnny Clean asked me to flag you down the minute I saw you. Said he's got someone who wants to talk to you. Sounded a little freaked out about it. He's waiting for you downstairs. Johnny Clean freaked out? Okay, I'll talk to him. The wind is out of our sails. Yeah, that'd be Whizzer. Coyote's face is pale and her voice is low, shaky. What the hell was there? What was that back there, woman? Just what the frag was that? Bugs. Giant fragging bugs. Sam's sister is their leader. If I didn't see it, there is no way I'd believe it. Giant, unkillable bugs. She shudders and shakes it off. Fine. Whatever. I want that woman dead now more than ever. You go after her again, think of me, okay? I'll be around, locked and loaded. Will do. Okay, later. Oh my, looking to hire the best for some common rabble. Common rabble. It's your funeral. Mr. Johnson. The man slices you up as you approach. His carefully groomed hair and the shine on his shoes seems out of place for the Barons. Hey, you looking for work? We've got a little something, if you're up for it. It's a milk run. In my experience, it's never a milk run. He grins, exposing a set of unnaturally white teeth. Don't worry, this one's as straightforward as they come. The job's a simple extraction. People I represent are interested in acquiring the talents of a scientist named Sada. Unfortunately, Mr. Sada is currently engaged with Renraku, which means he's engaged for life. It doesn't sit well with the people I represent. They see it as a subversion of the free market. And you want me to secure Mr. Sada's freedom to work for your people instead. He flashes his pearly whites again. Exactly, but it has to be now. When Renraku is shipping Sada out of Seattle in the morning to pursue some sort of overseas research project. Tonight he's being kept at a hidden research facility out here in the Barrens. Just a couple of miles from here. And yet they've been bringing in unmarked shipments for weeks now, thinking that nobody notices. We don't care about any of that. We just want Sada before he's out of reach. The place should be lightly guarded, probably rent-a-cops. Get in, grab Sada, and get out. In exchange, I'm authorized to remit 9,000 new yen in payment. He fixes you with a hard stare. I am not, however, authorized to negotiate. I'm in. Let's see the new yen. We pay on delivery, friend. That's how it always works. I'll send the lab's location to your PDA. Hire a team and head there right away. Liberate Sada and deliver him to my employers. They'll have a car waiting outside the lab when you're done. Once Mr. Sada's on his way, meet me back here for payment. Let's see what you've got. Sell that. Sell those as well. Sell the grenades. So I don't have any money. stop here. Alrighty, friends. That's gonna be all from me today. Thank you, everyone. Take care. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. Wait, what was it doing? I'll be doing Fantasy Age on the Mega Records channel later tonight. I'll be back tomorrow with maybe Celesta. Maybe I'll do the stream earlier on in the day. And later that evening, I'll do more Baldur's Gate 3. Take care of yourselves, everybody. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.